how are you? Thank you so much for joining me for another update. I'm really enjoying this weekly cadence that we have, so I'm gonna try to keep it going. I will make no promises because my mental health and sanity are first. But I'm extra giddy today because as of yesterday, I reached the 4-week mark, and I literally have been counting down to this day since I got out of surgery. But as the day goes on, we'll kind of try and get you up moving more and sitting up more. So I am super excited to be here. I've seen so much progress in 4 weeks. So let's talk about those nice little things that are still lingering, but also all the things I can do now in moderation. All right, let's get into it. So let's start with the not so great things because we want to end on a positive note. So I still have a little bit of swelling here in my abdominal area. It's nothing to complain about by any means, but I just wanted to note that there's still some swelling there. And when I talked to the center yesterday, they were saying it could take up to 12 weeks for all the swelling to go down. I've noticed a significant decrease in swelling. So I at least believe that statement a whole lot more than, in the beginning. As I mentioned in the last video, this boob is doing pretty good, softening well, and there isn't much soreness in this breast, but this particular breast, still soreness. I actually have some hardening here. When I called the center, they were saying that it could be the end of the flap that is just hardened. That happens, so they may have to cut that out during phase 2 if it doesn't soften up by then. So something to note that these edges or different parts of your breast may not heal the same way. And I think that's why there's 2 phases of this surgery. I don't think many people only do 1 phase. So I haven't booked phase 2 yet, but it'll probably be February, March timeframe, depending on availability of the center as well. In case you haven't watched any of my other videos, I just wanted to note that this area is pretty numb. So I have feeling here and down the center of my breast, but I think around this area, maybe where the bra line starts, is where it's pretty numb. I'm not sure how much of that is going to change over time, and the surgeon says that it kind of varies from person to person, but I will have some numbness at least in this area forever. So that's just something to be aware of, something to note, that with this surgery is going to come numbness, and especially around the nipple area. The scars, everything's healing very well. There's still a whole lot of glue on my incision underneath the breast. I check those once in a while in the mirror to make sure that they're okay, but I don't really see them that often. But nothing, there's no openings or any kind of issues with that, so I just kind of leave it alone. Today I will actually be creating a video for the center so that they can see how things are healing, and I can just get the all clear that everything looks good. That's something that's going to make me feel good. So always make sure you advocate for yourself, ask the questions. I live in St. Thomas, the center's in New Orleans, so I want to make sure everything's good. They can't physically put their eyes on me, but we have technology. So use the technology that you have to make yourself feel comfortable. I've never done this surgery before. I don't know what great healing always looks like. So, taking a video and sending it to them via email, just have them put eyes on it, I think is something that you should absolutely do as many times as it takes to make you feel comfortable. And I wanted to mention is that I've been getting kind of that nerve pain again, where it's those sharp pains in the breast area. I heard it's really good. That means that nerves are connecting or reconnecting again. We'll see what it all means as time goes on, but every time I get one, I kind of feel like I should celebrate a little bit because it's supposed to mean things are coming together and healing nicely. So one way to change your perspective on nerve pain. That's pretty much it on the not so good side of things. So I'm feeling pretty good if that's kind of what I have to complain about. So let's get into all the things I can do now. So this one I'm pretty excited about, and I'm probably sure my family is excited about it too, is I am allowed to lift my arms more than a 45-degree angle, so I can go up a little higher. But here's the thing, before you lose your mind and before you just go ahead reaching for the stars, there's physical therapy that you need to do to make sure you don't hurt yourself, because it's been 4 weeks since I've lifted my arms above a 45-degree angle. I've been getting things out of the cabinet, using my tippy toes. I'll show you guys what that looks like. But just know that, you shouldn't just go reaching right away. So I have started my physical therapy exercises, and I am feeling better and better about, how much I can do. But the key is to take it slow and just do those exercises and do what feels right for you. On to an exciting one. I am super excited to say that I can drive. Okay, so in all honesty, I've been cleared to drive since week 2. But after having this surgery, I do not know how any of you are driving after 2 weeks post this surgery. It's crazy. I was so sore, like seriously, like just touching it, I just couldn't even imagine. So putting a seatbelt on me, not gonna happen. So I actually did drive, and it was a little uncomfortable in this area. I've been using one of my heart pillows to kind of put here, and then put the seatbelt on top of me, and that felt so much better. So if you have a small pillow, I know that they even sell like the seatbelt pillows on Amazon. I've never tried them, but feel free to go ahead and do that. I would have to wait too long for Amazon to get here. So there's a lot of things that I would love to buy that I do not buy, just because I would have to wait so long to get them. But yeah, give it a try. I just know it feels a lot better having some kind of padding here when you're driving. Also, we have a lot of potholes, so yeah, I wanted to take it really slow and make sure that I was feeling really strong. So I think I'll be out on the road, which means I can go grocery shopping. I can go run errands. I don't have to rely on my husband to do all these things for me. So I'm really, really happy to kind of have my independence back. See y'all on the streets. Hey. Also lift more than 5 pounds. Thank you, Jesus. You don't realize how big of a deal it is until they tell you you can't lift anything more than 5 pounds. You realize, wait, a lot of things that you lift are heavy. And, that's just what it is, but it can really hamper you from like doing things. I mean, we buy like the big lactate milks, and even just like getting groceries out of the car. I needed so much help to do that. So yeah, I'm happy to be able to just like get things done. Just get things done. So that weight restriction is gone. Now, I'm not able to fully exercise yet. I mean, even to be honest, jumping up and down, the jiggling is doesn't feel really great in this particular area. So I'm gonna take things slow. But I can walk as much as I want to or need to, and do some very, very, very light exercising like yoga, That's kind of my speed right now. So I can't even tell you how much it means to me that I can sleep on something other than my back. Like, I love sleep. I love sleep. And I value it. And I think this is why I'm such a sunshiny person most of the time, is because your girl gets good sleep. And the last 4 weeks have been rough. Sleeping on my back only. Like, who sleeps on their back? I mean, sorry, let me not judge. Do you? Just I am a stomach sleeper, okay? I'm a stomach sleeper. I'm a side sleeper in the fetal position. I'm an anything but a back sleeper. And I was forced to sleep on my back for the last 4 weeks, and I have hated it. And I'm so excited to have one more option back on the table. So, yeah. So when you see me smiling from ear to ear, grinning like the Cheshire Cat, please know it's because I can sleep on my side. Thank you. To add a caveat though, just because you are clear to do something, it doesn't mean that you're just gonna jump back into the way that you used to do it. So mentally, you have to kind of prepare yourself, and even physically, right, for opening the door and like moving into trying something new with this new body, or as my daughter calls them, my new boobs, right? So I kind of think of it as like we're dating. Me and these new boobs are dating. We're getting to know each other. You know what I can do, what I can't do. So yeah, it's just gonna take some time. So even though I am able to sleep on my side, I still have to be super careful and figure out what I'm comfortable with, in terms of sleeping, and other things for that matter. I think that is it for the day. I hope that this update was helpful to you, or at least brought a smile to your face. I want to thank you for all your love, support, prayers, encouragement. I'm taking it all in, and I'm feeling really good, and I really am having a wonderful recovery. Also, shout out to the Center for Restorative Breast Surgery. I am so happy with the work of Dr. Wise. I would recommend that facility to anyone. So if you guys have any questions, not only about my recovery and my surgery, but about the center, do send me a note or put your questions in the comments, and I will get back to you. All right, guys, have a great week, and I will hopefully see you next week. Take care.